You can never be in control.
True.
You can never.
We can plan and plan and plan and plan and plan and things will just.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that because I came through this coaching with you and all that, and that munajat and that is amazing. Because there's nothing much you can do. And our last test is amazing, man.
You know, yesterday I had a coaching session last night, and after going through all of that, she has a set. So I said, go and take any cards from your don't ask deck. And she said, actually I want to be deliberate. Can I be deliberate? Sure. I just wanted to save time. So I random works too, but yang ambil tu 1, 2, 3. The third one she found it already. It was Al-Alim, the all-knowing. That's enough. Enough for me to know that Allah knows. Enough for me to, in fact I feel like so lega right now, I just want to go to bed and sleep. It's so powerful, man. So powerful.
And if you just leave it there, no questions asked. Nothing to think about.
It's you full stop there. Because that's what you want. You want to go to sleep at night worry-free. What does it take for you to be in total submission?
It takes a lot.
It takes a lot. So with this conversation, we bring them to that space where, you know what, you can never be in control. Yeah.
So no matter how much you want to be, kadang-kadang the impatience in us forces us, or syaitan for that matter, the whispers, thinking that you are in control of everything. You can do this, you can do that. So hence you want to go against.
That's right.
And that doesn't happen. And then you get frustrated. So you become anxious.
It's true that you can. It is true.
But this is mind over matter.
It's mind over matter. You can actually do it, you know. I can share with you a movie about how when you go blind, you can go far.
Yeah.
Right? And you know the story about the frog?
Okay. So we are deaf to everything, it would be much easier, isn't it?
Deaf to our own stories that we create.
Yeah, that's true. We create our own stories. We create everything for ourselves. The downfall and the rise of ourselves.
We own the narratives.
Yes, that's true.
So if we own narratives, now when you look outside, how can you describe the world?
Right now? Right now?
Right now, from your own narratives.
Gloomy, wet, but I like it. That brings, it's so soulful to me. To be out in the rain.
So when you're in the rain, what happens?
I get wet, but it's fine. I'll still go through the rain, to go on the other side, but it's fine. Because I love the rain.
So why do you love the rain?
Because it gives me this feeling of tranquility, peace.
What does that mean to you?
It means, very deep actually. It means a lot. It means that I am at peace with myself. And I'm in the range. Whenever it rains, I try to go out.
Yeah. I'm a water person.
True. So it feels good.
So it's good to understand what brings your energy. But still, if one does not, you can still change the narratives. So it's just so happened that it's just, while it's gloomy, there's rain and you love the rain. What about living in a hot, barren desert?
Oh, wow. Probably I'll be, if it's too hot, then I don't think I can take it though. So I can't take heat as much.
Right. So we protect ourselves, right? So we know where our boundaries are. It is good to know where you're willing to go. But at the same time, it's also good to know that you can go further than that. I just chose not to. What cannot happen is you giving yourself excuses. Oh, I need to do this because I've just been hurt. It's okay for me to scream at my mother, or it's okay for me to do all of these things that is not right, just because I suffered. Tak.
Tapi Allah nak test kita ni macam-macam. I didn't understand it was a test in the beginning. We didn't understood, wow, it's a test for kesabaran. Wow, the patience I have is pretty amazing, Patience bukan apa tau, patience that you don't do anything beyond what Muslim asks you to become, Patience in terms of not membelakangkan the person who hurt you. And that takes a lot of courage. That kind of patience. And that's pretty amazing. I think that's where he was testing, testing whether you have that iman. Oh, amazing. So when I understood that, it became a lot better for me.
Dalam patience tu ialah also withholding dia?
Yes.
Withholding what?
Withholding anger, self-blaming, withholding hate, withholding a lot.
Baru dalam TikTok ada 3 perkara yang menjadikan kita, Rasulullah berkata, but I cannot verify this. Pertama ialah tongue. If you can hold your tongue,
Yes.
you will be happy. 1/3 of happiness is from there.
Because you cannot go back to what you said. You cannot take it back. Betul dah kata lidah ni tak bertulang.
Ya, betul.
Kan? Kalau dia bertulang, then when you say something bad, then it will, orang kata apa, terseliur sikit tulang tu kan. But that's why you can just chatter, whatever that comes from your heart and your mind. That's very important. Taught this for a few years already,
Okay.
and why I chose to be a relationship coach.
Yeah. Why women?
Because what I've realized and observed in us being human beings, and that relationships are the ones that really matter in our lives. Nothing else does, Because every interaction that we have on a daily basis is based on our relationship with another person. Okay, so you can never go wrong with relationships. You can relationship with your mother, your father, your children, your spouse, your colleagues, your friends, your bosses. And when we wake up in the morning, the first thing we're going to ask ourselves, how would my day be? Because as I step out from that bed, I'll be interacting with someone, at least to some point, unless I live in a cave. So hence the reason why I chose relationship, because it's got bigger meaning to it. It's a lot, when you peel off, what relationship actually means to a person. It means a lot to many people, and it means differently to different people.
So I guess there is also varying degree, in terms of connection, intensity of the relationship. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And once you understand that, right, then maybe you find that you're able to relate yourselves to others better. It's just because one size doesn't fit all. And most of the times I find that when I want to coach people into building better relationship, is because at the end of the day, it's you. It's how we make that interaction work. You can't expect people to change, but I can change on how I speak and how I view you or how I judge you because of my interaction with you, and that builds a better relationship if I want to. So it all depends. So why coaching people in that manner is because sometimes people are set with their thinking. So
And what would be that thinking?
Sometimes it's like, macam you feel that you are better off. Ataupun, I'm better off, I semayang 5 waktu. You tak.
Right.
I have a better family, you don't. So we start judging others. But sometimes we find that it's not true. Unless I have a conversations with you. Sometimes kalau macam in office environment, that boss, I don't like her, and I don't like him, But if you were to get deeper into a conversation with the person and understand why and what kind of trauma the person had gone through in life to understand why they behave the way they behave. Hence, you will have a better relationship.
That's right.
So what I've done in the last many years is, because being a HR person, so my interaction with people is so key, isn't it? So I don't just say, hey, you're such a bad person. You know? Everybody out of 10 can be like, she's such a bad manager. But when I go and see the person and I talk to her and I understand, and this understanding of a human being is not just there, you know, you have to understand what goes on in that person in the many decades that the person has been alive to cause him or her to behave, right? So that's why this behavioral thing that you need to understand in relationship is so key. Then then kita macam, oh wow, you know, then I understand why you're shouting. Then I understand why you're behaving in this manner. Then I understand what actually crumbles you or makes you happier, right? And that's how I want to look at relationship.
Right.
In other people.
So I have a lot of relationships, right? Let's just say we've got this team going, 20, 30, 40 people. How now am I able to focus on building relationships? Is it as a group or as an individual? I mean, you know, what do I have to do? Do I have to look within me or do I have to look at them? Is it me or them?
I guess it's more you. It's more you, because when you want to deal with another person, right, you have to understand the boundaries as well. Betul tak? You know, when I have that boundaries and I understand now, you can be the person who, macam, you know, you have your own issues, whatever lah.
Right.
But I cannot go into your issues. I cannot go into everybody's like a group issues. I can't do that.
Yeah.
But I can deal with myself. I can understand. Okay, to an extent. Okay, I must not be judgmental.
Right.
I must understand. I must have a little bit of EQ. I must have a little bit of understanding. You know? So if I do that in my conversation with you, then I stop judging. Then it makes it easier for me.
So as a relationship coach, your core role is to make me understand that whatever it is that's happening outside of me begins with me.
Yes.
This is how I see them.
Yes.
It's how I withhold. That's how I guess, manage the conversation, the relationship, the connection.
Yes.
So it's not just about managing, I guess. It's also about thriving, about growing, about making it more meaningful.
Only then you can make it meaningful. Then of course, when an individual comes to you for coaching, right? Then the whole it may just change a little bit in terms of how you get to understand the person better or deeper. You know, but once you already understand, you already know that, you know, this is what it is. You know, I've set my boundaries, and therefore, when I get to sit down with you, it becomes more personal. So that's how I look at it, and why women, for that matter, and women have got high level of emotions. High level of emotions. I mean, men are different. You know, they only. I read this article today. I don't know how true it is, but men think in boxes. Right. They think in boxes. You know, so they just take one box and they say, okay, let me deal with this today.
Yeah.
They take out another box and they keep it. They keep that box. But women are dealing with many things, and there's no box for anything. There's no compartmentalization. It's like everything. So
all get mumbled up.
Yeah. So how do you want to manage that? They have to manage so much. It's amazing that women today make the better leaders. But they also said if you're successful in the boardroom, you're a failure in the bedroom. So that's how you want to show why
so where do we start to balance? Huh?
Yeah.
So we don't want a balance. We want efficacy, right?
Yeah.
We want efficiency on both sides.
Yes, you know.
Okay, we want them all.
Yeah. But of course society looks at it differently. You know, because you're such a great manager, a great boss, or you must really start at home. You know. But that's not true. That's not true.
So what is one critical impact of a poor relationship management?
One critical impact.
So I know. Oh my God! It's that relationship. It's the quality of the relationship that I have that is so poor that I must start looking at it and do something about it.
It's understanding people. Do you know that you want to understand someone? It takes a whole lot of energy to put into it, because you need to understand. Because when I'm talking to you right now, okay, do you feel I'm very attentive?
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm looking at you.
Yeah.
And I'm not just listening with my ears. You know? I'm validating everything that you say with my heart, my mind, and my soul.
Mm.
You know, and that's very important. So you can't talk to a person and think of something else. Then I can't get into what you're trying to say or tell me because I need to understand. Yeah? You can have that facade, right? But what's in you is something I need to understand because I'll be looking at the windows of your soul through your eyes. You know, that's the reason why you know, in every conversation we have with people, and to understand the relationship that's going on, is to really understand them. And how do you understand them? Is to give them that attention.
Amazing. Well, this has been really good. Thank you. We didn't intend to start without acknowledging and introducing ourselves, but actually we had started and it's 20 minutes up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So we're going to get really creative about how we are going to share this 20 minutes experience that I had with Coach Azah, talking about the importance of looking at relationships, our relationship. So as a relationship coach, Azah has been in this space for 4 or 5 years, seriously, but that was built upon her decade long of managing people in her former life as a HR practitioner, HR leader. Alhamdulillah, so thank you so much.
You're most welcome.
Azah. I'm very excited at this topic. I just have so many questions I want to ask. Maybe after this we will meet again, inshallah, and do some kind of live sessions over Instagram or something from wherever we are,
Yes.
right? There's no stopping in
Yes.
supporting women,
Yes,
in
of course.
building more meaningful relationships
Yes.
with people around them. So with that, thank you so much for listening in. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.